Hi guys, welcome to our latest home tour. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Sarah and we are a family of minimalists living in Australia and we can't wait to show you around. I have put this video off for quite a while because I kept thinking I'll do it after I finish this project or that project, and what I realized is your home is like the seasons, it's constantly changing, and so I just thought I'm going to sort of show you what it looks like right now. Of course it's probably going to change even by my next video, but I hope that it inspires you to maybe tackle some spaces in your home to make them more simple and functional. Let's get started in what we like to call our study nook. It's this little, I don't know, nook of a space that I wasn't too keen on when we first moved in, but now that we have it, I really like it. I keep it super minimal for two reasons. One, because our front door is right there, so when someone comes to the door, this will always look tidy. And two, because I don't come down here every single day, I like it to just be quick and clean and easy. But this is a great space to come down and have a read or listen to a podcast, or if my kids are doing some particularly tricky work or need a little break from the rest of the family, this is a great place for them to come. It's cool, it's calm, and it's a great little spot. This is our little laundry, and it's one of my favorite spots in the house because I actually really love laundry. But again, I try and keep it super functional because this space has to do all of the things. So I actually got this over machine rack just to hold all of the things that have to do with laundry, our laundry soap, and these are our baskets that I use for sorting all of our kids' clothes into. This is a little ironing mat that I use because I don't iron all that often, and then I try and hang as much of our stuff as possible as soon as I get it out of the washing machine, so I always like to have a stash of hangers there. I can also hang up items up here if we are having a bout of rain. Doesn't happen all that often here in Australia, but when it does, I can utilize this and dry clothes that way. It's also where we keep everything for our sweet cat Minnie, so this is where her food and her litter is, and it's doing all the things. I also have a big wall of cupboards here, but I don't actually use that for laundry things. I use that just for my pantry overflow. It's kind of like where I keep my prepper pantry, and so this room is like a jack of all trades and one of my favorites. This is our master bedroom, and it is both our bedroom and our office, and it is a dual purpose space. Now, we are floor sleepers. If you would like to know more about why we sleep on the floor, I'll leave a link up here for you to check out a video about that. But ultimately, what I like to be able to do is have it set up like this during the day, then I roll our bed out at night. This is a sit-stand desk, so we can be standing to work. My husband has the walking pad so he can walk while he works, and then I can be working beside him. His monitor that he uses for work actually is dual purpose so that we can use it as a TV if we want to watch a movie or something in here late at night. We can totally do that. Now, for me, having a calm bedroom is really important. I'm often not feeling well at the end of the day, and so to come back to calm is really important to me. Ages ago, I gave up on bedside tables and I've opted for just a little charging station and a clock. It works so well for me and it's one of the best decisions I ever made. And if you are thinking about doing it, if you don't have anything you really need beside your bed, I totally recommend it. So on this side of our bedroom, we have these amazing built-in closets with built-in drawers. So this is where we keep all of our clothes as well as all of our camera gear. It all gets tucked away. And then we come in to our ensuite. I try and keep this as clear and clean as I possibly can. So I just keep out what we need to keep out. I adore this shower because it does not have glass shower screens, but it does still need to be, you know, cleaned and wiped down just the same as your white shower screens would be. But these are amazing. It's fully tiled shower. I absolutely love it, and I just try and keep this as functional as possible. This is my youngest son's bedroom, and it's kind of a work in progress at the moment. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this couch, but for right now, I am just rolling with it. He is also a floor sleeper, so I just pull his bed out at night, but during the day, he has all of this space to play. So if he wants to get out Legos or play with cars, all of those things are at his disposal. We also use this as like a homeschool room where we store all of our books and things. Our craft supplies live in here, and so that part I really love, but I would like to make it feel a little bit more like a bedroom. So that is a project that I'm in the middle of, but we also sell retro games. So this little station is actually so we can test VHS and old school games. That's why it's an old school TV. But because my son is a 5-year-old little boy, he adores to come in and play some of those retro games. So his room, I like to leave it as open as possible so there's as much room for play as possible, but it definitely is still a work in progress. This is my daughter's room, and they have styled it the way that is their way, but I totally love it. Because of our floor sleeping arrangements, it means that they can really change things up. So at the moment, they have 2 mattresses, this one and one over here, but they could set it up like a couch, or they can have it all as beds. The possibilities are endless, and they do change their room around all the time. So this room is really about them having a space to be who they are and also have some really good storage. So they have books in here as well as like a little charging station. They also have a desk here so that they can work from. All of the things that young girls would like, lights, the whole shebang. Is it as minimalist as I would choose? Probably not, but I love that it's them. I love that it's really usable for them, that they've got heaps of space to store their stuff, and that really it's not that hard to get it cleaned up at the end of the day. This is the heart of our home. It is our lounge, dining and kitchen area. And I'm going to be completely honest, guys, it doesn't always look like this. In fact, it rarely looks this good, but I do like that I can get it back to reset so that everything is cleared off. We keep a little box at the end of our lounge to hold our game controllers and our remotes, but I try and keep it as minimal as possible. And then we have our dining room table, which I just love how this space flows. We can have people up at the bench if we need to. We can get out extra seats. It's just such a great space. And of course, my kitchen, I try and keep it as clear as possible, but obviously there are some things that just have to live on our bench. Do I love that our vitamins live on our bench? Not really. But do I love that we remember to take them because they're there? Yes, I do. So I try and keep this as clear as possible. That way, after every meal or snack or the inevitable million times a day I feel like we are using our kitchen, I can get it back to clear, get those benches fully cleared off and wiped down. I have a whole video on my kitchen storage because although it looks like there is lots of cupboards there, guys, they are lying to you. They are like teeny tiny inside, and it was a super big challenge for me to get it to work, but now I feel like we have it really humming. Straight off our lounge is our main bathroom. Now, it is a very weird design, but it has pros and cons. So we have a separate toilet outside of our bath and shower, and then the vanity is out here, which is great if you have a large family. You know that it is great to have an available toilet while someone is in the bath or shower. It does present a few challenges in that, you know, where all of the makeup, toothpaste mess happens is in our main bathroom that our guests use, but for the most part, it really is okay. So I have 3 daughters who are all at that makeup age, and so although, you know, I don't love having all of the makeup out on the counter all the time, it really is the best use of the space, and I actually think it looks really quite nice, and I'm glad that they can express themselves in that way. And then in our bathroom, one of the best things I ever did was to give each of our kids a towel of a different color. It just really helps to make things simple. I also try not to keep too many bath products in here. That way, you know, it's not becoming a big mess. So I just make sure that they've got everything they need and top it up as needed, but like limit the amount of bottles. That keeps it way cleaner. And all in all, even though it's a bit of a quirky design, I do love it. This is our teenage son's bedroom, and he of all of my children is by far the most minimal. And although he's not here right now, this space is really catered so well to him. He's got a huge study workload this year, so he's got space for his laptop. He can put his iPad out if he's working on 2 different things. He's also got a space where he can sit and read or watch a movie or lie down, whatever he needs to do. So I try and keep this space as clear for him as possible. He's not really interested in decor. Trust me guys, I've tried to ask him if we'd like any wall art or anything like that, and he's really not interested. But I love how easy it is for him to keep clean. It's really functional for him, and it's just a great space for him to get done all those things he needs to get done. So full disclosure guys, these are the 3 baskets of washing that I put in my garage so I could film this video, because real life happens. We don't all live in a show home, and whatever your home looks like, I hope it is somewhere that you just love to be and that it makes you feel safe and calm. But don't worry if it doesn't look like Pinterest. Believe me, mine doesn't most of the time either. But there are definitely some things that I think by simplifying your home and making it more functional definitely helps to keep it reset, and it's not too far from getting back to good again.